This is your lesson essential question. Remember, a lesson essential question is a goal for your learning. So what will you be able to do at the end of this lesson? How do I use character traits to describe a character in a story? So you're going to be describing characters through their traits. Now you might remember from first and second grade, when you talk about characters, you've talked about how they look, you've talked about their height, the color of their hair, things like that. We're going to be diving a little deeper than that this year. We'll be talking about the characters, what they're doing, their actions. We'll be talking about their feelings. Are they tired or scared or sleepy? We'll be talking about the things that motivate them. So maybe there's a problem that they would like to solve, and this problem makes them feel very upset. So again, you've learned in the past that all stories have characters, a setting, and a plot. We'll really look at those characters now. Characters respond to major events in stories through their thoughts, words, and actions. So they're not only doing things to solve the problem, they're also thinking about the problem. They're speaking about the problem, and then they're acting to try to solve it. A character's traits describe how the character acts and feels based on the things that are happening to them in the story. So as we're reading, when we want to talk about the character's traits, we really need to look for what the problem is, different things that are happening throughout the story that happen to the character, and how they're solving the problem. We're really going to be looking at those pictures or the illustrations so that we can get some clues to how the character's feeling and acting. We'll look at their thoughts, what they're thinking, their words, what they're saying, their feelings, how they feel about certain events, and their actions, how they're acting to respond to the problem. And then, of course, in the end, we want to look for the solution. How did they end up solving the problem? So the first thing that we really need to do is identify who are the characters. Then we need to identify the problem that they're facing. Next, we identify how the characters react when they're faced with the problem. So remember, they're reacting through thoughts, words, and actions. Then we identify how the character's changing from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. Maybe the character was really scared or nervous about something at the beginning of the story, but then as the story goes on, they're really not nervous anymore and they've become excited. Last, we'll be able to use examples about the character traits to explain how the character changed throughout the story. So today we're really going to be focusing on identifying the character's traits. So today we'll be focusing on identifying those characters. We'll identify their problem. And we'll start to identify how they're reacting. Okay? So today we're going to read part of a story, and we're going to start identifying their thoughts, their words, their feelings, and their actions